What up, what up? What's the B word, man? I'm Anthony Addison with another segment of What's the B word. Like and subscribe to the page. Hit me up on Instagram, What's the B word 52. Just like you see on YouTube. Hit me up on Facebook, What's the B word. And hit me up on Twitter, B word 52. And y'all already know what's up with me, baby. Baltimore Raven fan, Raven Nation stand up. Flock, let's get it. And if you're not a Raven fan, you might be a fan of whoever. You might be a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You might be a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. You might be a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. Hit that like button anyway. Hit that subscribe button anyway, because we talk football, period, baby. But anyway, reason why we're here tonight, we're here to talk about yesterday's game, man, between the Philadelphia Eagles and our Baltimore Ravens. Our Baltimore Ravens won 30-28. The game was way closer than I wanted it to be. It was closer than what it should have been. But let's go on and tap into it, man. We're going to start off with the offense. The offense played okay. It was an okay game for the offense. Lamar Jackson looked a little bit better. And I do mean a little bit better than, well, now he looked a lot better than last week because he played pretty bad last week. But, and I'm speaking from a throwing point of view. We still got to fix this offense, man. We got 30 points on the board, but we still got to fix this offense. And I know, like, I see a lot of Raven fans in the Facebook group and stuff like that. We 5-1. We 5-1. The offense will be fine. We'll get it going. But, man, we really got a problem. Now, don't get me wrong. We played against a pretty good defense in Philadelphia, especially that front. Got my boy Fletcher Cox and them up on the front, man. They're a nasty bunch. Malik Jackson is a decent player, too. We was going against a nice defensive front. And it showed. Because first thing first, when I'm going to talk about the offense, is the offensive line. The offensive line was getting whooped. The offensive line was getting whooped this game. Tyree Phillips was getting whooped pretty bad. I mean, that guard position, man. That guard position, man. You know, a legend left that spot. Cause so it's gonna be hard to fill that spot. I mean, it's black and white, man. A legend. You don't replace a Hall of Famer that easily. I'm just saying, man. Somebody like Marshall Yonder, that was a model of consistency for us. I mean, you're not gonna replace that too quickly. But over time, hopefully we can fix that situation. But man, our offensive line was getting whooped pretty bad this game right here. But we still held our own. I think Lamar got sacked 3 times this game too. That's too much for my blood. I would rather keep Lamar clean and off the ground. The only time I want to see Lamar Jackson on the ground is when he's sliding. Honestly, I like the balance of the offense this game way better than the balance of the offense in the past games. We actually ran the ball 37 times, but I personally like to when I do the pass run ratio, I kind of like to take Lamar Jackson run attempts out of it because Lamar Jackson could have been running. It probably wasn't a designed run. Some plays they were, but you know I like to take his runs out of the equation. So we was at 20 something. I forgot how many carries Lamar Jackson had, but we was at 20 something, about 20. It was about 28-27 on the pass run ratio, and that's more of a balance I would like to see. Now I would rather see us be more successful and our players to execute better when we run the plays we run, man. I mean, the play calling was still, it was some plays that I didn't really like. But for the most part, we stayed balanced this game right here. We gave the ball to some guys. Let me see. I know Gus Edwards had about 14 carries. I'm sorry. Yo, Gus Edwards had 14 carries. Mark Ingram had 5 carries and 20 yards. Mark Ingram went down with an injury. I mean, this is why I said drafting J.K. Dobbins was a good idea when people said that we shouldn't have drafted a running back, but you got to understand that Mark Ingram turned 30 last year, and it wasn't a coincidence that he went down on a non-contact injury last year after turning 30. 30 is like, you know, you're old man when it comes to playing running back when you're 30. So that's when your body kind of turn its back against you. So Mark went down, and Gus had 14 carries. He only had 26 yards. And JK had 9 carries and he had 28 yards. I mean, it was a tough game to try to run the ball. It was a tough game, period, because like I said, the interior was getting whooped. Fletcher Cox and them boys was really whooping us on the front. I mean, we was having a hard time with those guys. We end up getting into a lead because the defense was playing spectacular. I'm gonna talk about the defense later. We had a 17-0 lead. We kept it going until about the third quarter. Well, until about the fourth quarter, and that's when everything kind of changed. I'm not gonna blame, and hear me out, but I'm not gonna completely blame the comeback on the defense. But the defense plays a part in this. But I'm putting some of the blame on the comeback on the offense, because in the fourth quarter, what we did so good last year when we had a lead and stuff like that in the fourth quarter, what we did so good last year was we closed the game out. We run the ball down their throat. We get third and short. We get first downs. We keep the ball in our hands, and we burn that clock down. We didn't do a good job in the fourth quarter with it. Main reason why, penalties. I can't remember the last time we had so many penalties called on us. Unnecessary penalties. Same type of penalties that we was getting last year on offense when it come to illegal formation and stuff. People not being set where they supposed to be at. People being in the backfield, like a tackle lined up in the backfield and stuff like that. I mean, we can't mess up on things like that, because it became drive killers. And those penalties also was stopping the clock, and it was giving Philadelphia more time to try to, get a comeback. And look what happened. They came back. They came back. So I know as a fan, plenty of y'all are probably happy with a 5-1 record going into the bye week. I'm happy with a 5-1 record because it could be a lot worse. But what you got to understand is we're not where we need to be. If we're just trying to make the playoffs, then we where we need to be. But if we're trying to go deep into the playoffs, if we're trying to go deep and get into the Super Bowl, AFC Championship game and stuff like that, we have to get better. We have to get better, and that's what people got to understand. When people see this on Facebook or they see us on YouTube and stuff like that talking about the offense, and we 5-1, they say that we spoiled. They say that we complaining. I never seen so many people complain about a 5-1 record, but it's not about the little picture. It's about the big picture. And I just read today that most of the team, if not all of the team, is going to stick around at the facility during this bye week. So that should let you know that it's not just the fans talking or feel uncomfortable about the way we playing. The team is talking and feeling uncomfortable about the way we playing, because they're staying at the facility on their bye week. This is their break. This is their time to have personal time and kick it with family and stuff like that. But they know that what we've been doing these past weeks ain't good enough, and we got to get better. We got to get better, because deep down inside, they remember what happened when we played a playoff Super Bowl potential team. We went on national TV and just got our butt kicked. And here we are, we playing against a team that we should just beat the brakes off of, and we let them back in the game. We let them back in the game. And I'm not saying that the Eagles suck, but the thing is the Eagles are hurt everywhere on offense. Everywhere, they hurt everywhere. That team is, like, that pretty much was a practice squad that we was going against in Philadelphia. A lot of those guys are hurt. So, I mean, if you're okay with us pretty much squeaking by against the practice squad, then you probably need to reevaluate the goals for the team. But as a true fan, as a fan that really love my team, I'm not happy with it. I'm not happy with that, and I don't know how you could be happy with it. But anyway, back to the offense, like I said, man, we got to do better at sustaining drives, because we did not sustain drives to close out this game. If we had just two or three decent drives in the fourth quarter, this game doesn't even get that close. Philadelphia probably gets 1 or 2 possessions if we have one of the drives we had last year, well, we just eat the clock away. You remember that 49er game where we was tied up and 49ers went for it because they knew for a fact with 4 or 5 minutes left on the clock that if they gave the ball back to us, they knew they weren't gonna get it back. Whether we win the game or not, they knew for a fact that they weren't gonna get the ball back because they knew we was gonna keep the ball for a long time. We got to get back to that. That's winning football. That's winning football. The penalties and having short drives. I think it was one drive when we was like 1st and 30 or something like that. Like, I've never seen that before with our team. 1st and 30, like, that's unheard of for us. It might be heard of for Cleveland or something like that, but it's unheard of for us. So we just gotta tighten up our offense, man. We got to get these. If we're trying to get to the next level, we got to do better. We got to do better. It's just like that. So I'm done talking about the offense, man. Let's talk about the defense. Now the defense started off hot. I'm talking about hot. Calais Campbell, man, you made me order your jersey yesterday at halftime because you made me buy your jersey at halftime, Calais, because of how you was balling. The man had 3 sacks, 5 tackles, 4 loss. Was balling out. Defense was balling out. Defense was having fun. They was just Carson Wentz couldn't do nothing. We had his face in the dirt, and it seemed like that one drive when they put Jalen Hurts in there, we just forgot how to play. We just forgot how to play and couldn't do nothing about it. But then we tightened back up. Second quarter, we tightened up, got it back straight. Third quarter, we was playing pretty decent. But fourth quarter, we got real conservative. Playing yards back. I hate when coaches do that. One thing before I get into the comeback, it was one time where I know Wink Martindale loved the blitz and stuff like that, but it was one time when it was 3rd and 20 something. It was 3rd and 20 something, and we blitzed, and we gave up the first down. And my whole mind is like, why are we blitzing when it's 3rd and 20 something? Don't get beat deep. Keep everything in front of you. Make the tackle. That's simple. Why would we put our guys in that type of situation on a 3rd and long, that long? We should have been getting out the field, getting ready to return a punt. So Wink, I know Wink loved being aggressive, and I know he loved having the foot in the on the gas. But Wink has to be, like, situational wise, he got to be smarter. He got to be smarter. I mean, I love that Wink is aggressive and love the blitz, but sometimes he got to know when to be like, hey, let's not blitz this time. I know our pass rush ain't the greatest, but let's not blitz this time. Yards and distance. Hey, man, I like our chances of covering everybody and we get a coverage set. Because we got the secondary to do it. A coverage set. But back to the comeback, man. We started playing real conservative. I mean, like, the whole fourth quarter, we were just out there. Marcus Peters was getting beat. That was a bad pass interference call in the fourth quarter on Marcus Peters. That was not pass interference. They was hand fighting. Marcus Peters had his eyes on the ball and he played the ball. That was a terrible pass interference call. We had some terrible roughing the passer calls. I know we was getting excited because we were getting so many sacks, but we can't be out there getting unnecessary penalties and giving these teams a second chance. We can't. Because you see what happened. Now, that was against a team that wasn't that good. Philadelphia is not that good right now because they riddled with injuries. But think about if we did something like that against a team that is good. It would have bit us in the butt big time. Hold up 1 second, y'all. My bad, y'all. You know, daddy dudes never stop. But like I was saying, we cannot give teams second opportunities. I mean, that's not good football, man. That's not winning football. These penalties, we gotta get better with that. And defense, man, we gotta keep the gas. We gotta keep going. We can't get comfortable with a lead. This the NFL, man. Teams ain't just gonna give up. Carson Wentz just ain't gonna give up, as you seen. If we got a big lead, what you gonna think? You think Pittsburgh? You think Ben gonna just give up? No. This ain't Cleveland. These teams ain't Cleveland. I hate to do that to Cleveland, but that's what happened with Cleveland yesterday. They gave up. Other teams not gonna give up because they believe that they still got a chance, and we can't just come out like that when we got a big lead. We gotta put our foot on their necks, and we gotta make them scream mercy. We gotta make them scream mercy. We gotta make them to the point where they be like, please put RG3 in the game. Please get Calais Campbell off us. Please get Judon off our back. Stuff like that. Speaking of Matthew Judon, shout out to Judon. He didn't, stats wise, he didn't have a great game. He was getting close to getting a sack. He almost got one, but he let Wentz get away. Been the story of his season. But him and LJ Fort made the play of the game. They made the play of the game. They stopped him on the 2-point conversion, man, to tie the game up. And it's crazy because I believe the last time we played Philadelphia, I want to say the last time we played Philadelphia, We beat them because they couldn't get a 2-point conversion. I want to say the last time we played them, that's what happened. I believe so. That was back when Flacco threw that pick in the red zone or something like that, man. I can't remember. It's a little while ago. But shout out to LJ Fort and shout out to Judon. They made a play that we needed. We needed that play bad. But I mean, we had, like I said, man, we had some good things. We had some bad things. But we most definitely got to get better. I see fans saying, us fans that complaining, we think that we supposed to have a blowout every game. No, I'm not saying we supposed to blow every team out. But when we going against a team that got pretty much practice squad guys out there, guys that's, not starting and stuff like that, and we got our whole team pretty much, it shouldn't be close. It shouldn't be close. We should have been stomping them. The game should have ended 30-0. Honestly. But, it's not easy being a Raven fan on Sundays sometimes. Sometimes they want to play with your heart and make you, take some blood pressure pills and stuff like that. But anyway, man, that's all I got to say about the game. One thing before I go, Anthony Averett hurt his shoulder. And he's going to be out for some weeks. I forgot the guy's name that came in, but he was getting picked on. That's part of the reason why they came back too. He was getting picked on. So I think due to the situation, we should just honestly move Jimmy back outside, move Marlon to the slot, keep Marcus outside, and run it like that. It worked for us last year. Why not this year? I would rather have 3 quality starters out there than put somebody that's not just really ready to be out there. I would rather do something like that. So I'm just going to wait this out and see how we're going to play this. Because Anthony Averett, like I said, he's going to be out for some weeks. They said about 5-6 weeks. And I just got to wait it out, man. So anyway, that's my thoughts on the game, man. Nothing just too football-wise detail, man. I just really had to just get some stuff off my chest, man. We just gotta play better, and it feel like I've been saying this every week. I'm happy that we 5-1. Don't get me wrong, but am I happy how we've been playing? No, I'm not happy, and you shouldn't be either. We played against a practice squad and won by 2. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't be happy about this. We got a tough game after the bye week. But I got faith that we'll be ready coming out of this bye week to play Pittsburgh. We have no choice because it's Pittsburgh-Baltimore. And I'm going to have my special shirt on. I love rivalry week, man. My mom and dad are Steelers fans. Family Steelers fans. I got my clan of Raven fans. And we just get together and have a ball. Can't get together this year, sadly. COVID, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. Like I told y'all. When I get to 1,000, I'll be doing a giveaway. 2 of these. So make sure y'all share this video. Like the video. Tell all your Raven fans, friends, and stuff like that to hit the subscribe button. Check me out. And you might be one of them lucky people to get a chain. But anyway, Flock, I love y'all. Subscribers, I love y'all. I will see y'all Wednesday when I'm doing my picks. So sad that I don't have no Raven football this week, man. That means I can really do what I want to do Sunday. Because when we play, I don't go nowhere. So that means, hey, I finally got a free Sunday. So anyway, make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms. What's the B Word 52 on Twitter? No, B Word 52 on Twitter. What's the B Word 52 on Instagram? And what's the B Word on Facebook? Flock, I love y'all. And I'm out.